can tell you don't like to suck dick. I can tell your mouth has not been abused yet. You need someone to abuse your mouth. During Black Women's Harriet Tubman History Month? This boy be in my DM say I'm pretty. I'm pretty. This boy be in my DM. I knew that shit already though. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Yes, God. All right. What's up, y'all? Welcome back. I'm Jessie Woo. For some of y'all who don't know, I am a television host, television personality, artiste. You know what I'm saying? I guess you could call me an influencer a little bit because I do be influencing. You know what I'm saying? I'm all the things, and I just want to make sure I introduce myself because I do get like an influx of new people, and some of y'all know who I am, some of y'all don't know who I am, so I just want to make sure that y'all know what the fuck going on. Y'all know the vibes when y'all come to this channel, okay? So anyway, y'all, I have another dating life discussion, right? So this time I did not go on another date, but I was out with some friends and we were having a conversation. So the other night, so I want to kind of touch on that conversation. So the other night, one of my friends, she called me and she was down to the bar and she's like, girl, come meet me at the bar. I'm down here with some friends or whatever, my manager and some friends. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll go and I meet her down to the bar. So I get to the bar and, you know, we're all having a conversation. It's me, her, another young lady, and like two other guys. These are all her friends, right? Some way, somehow, we get on the conversation of dating, right? And so like we're all talking about, you know, how dating is going. One of the people that were there is actually married, but he was trying to sleep with one of the girls that were there, which is crazy to me. But you know, it's Atlanta, it shouldn't be crazy. And actually it's 2023. Honestly, I should not be shocked by anything. But anyway, so we're talking about dating, right? And somehow I started to talk about my fop story. Now if you if you watch my Grammy / dating life vlog, you know where the fop came from. That is from the night that I went to the, you know, to the 48-year-old's house and fop, you know what I mean? If you want to know more about the fop, go ahead and go enjoy that story time. It's really funny to me. But anyway, so I was telling the story, right? And before I could even like, every like 30 seconds they were interrupting me, asking me questions, right? Because they were like, okay, so why didn't things work out? Like, he's an older guy, he was successful, like why didn't things work out with y'all? So I'm trying to explain it to them, right? So I was telling them, hey, you know, we started seeing each other, and I want to say like around week 3, week 4, you know, I invited him over and we had like this passionate like makeout session, right? And one of her friends was a guy from Ghana, and he was like, wait a minute, week 4, week 3 for what? And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, you did not do anything with him until week 3. And I was like, yes. And he was like, why would you make a man wait? Why would you make the man wait that long? I do not wait that long. This man was so agitated by the fact that I had not had no sexual activity with the guy that I was seeing. Well, I never did, but he was agitated at the thought that I got to like week 3, week 4, and we were just then starting to have like a passionate makeout session. He was like, first of all, as a man, if you make me wait more than 5 days, I do not want it. And I was like, what? He's like, that's the mistake that you are making. That is the mistake you are making. You are making a man wait more than 5 days. That is not the way to go. If you make a man wait more than 5 days, that means you do not like him. You did not like him. And I was like, that's not true. I liked him. And I thought taking my time and getting to know the person and, you know, investing in actually like the person and not just being so quick to jump in bed with them, I thought that that's what would help build like a substantial connection. He was like, no. You don't need all that. I don't need more than 5 days to build a connection. Like, he was just like, bitch, why the fuck would you make that motherfucker wait more than 5 days? He was like, first of all, me as a man, if a woman makes me wait more than 5 days, like, I don't want the pussy. And he said, if I fuck her after 5 days, I'm just fucking her just to fuck her. I don't see nothing on the other side of me fucking her. I do not want her. He was like, most of the time, my longest relationships we have had sex the first night, the first or the second night. No more than that. And I was like, well, damn. So that means I gotta fuck somebody like on site, like by the first night I gotta fuck you to have a long relationship. He was like, yes. And the other guy that was sitting there was agreeing. He was like, yes. And then here goes the other guy. He's like, and I'm not using no motherfucking condom. I ain't using no motherfucking condom. We grown. We sucking dick. We eating pussy. I'm not using no condom. I'm just like, what? Like, y'all, like, even now, as I'm talking about it, I'm just getting flustered because these were grown-ass niggas. Like, these niggas are in their 40s. These are grown-ass men telling me this, right? And so as they're talking, you know, like, I'm stating my point. I'm like, wait a minute. First of all, I'm not even going to get into the whole condom situation because I just feel that people, I really want the fear of the 90s to come back. Like, I need the AIDS fear to come back. I need HIV fear to come back for you niggas. Because you niggas really not scared of nothing. Y'all niggas done be AIDS, COVID. Y'all really think that shit is sweet out here. I really want the fear of the 80s and the 90s to come back because the way people just are not scared anymore to have unprotected sex, the shit is crazy. And as I was talking to them, it did make me think of a time when I first got to Atlanta, I did meet this guy and he was Nigerian. And like, he was nice. He was very good looking, very handsome guy, tall, dark. I mean, he just was a good looking guy. And I'm trying to see, how did I meet him? I feel like I was at the club somewhere. I was at the club, mind you, when I came, it was like October 2020. When I came, I moved here from New Jersey. And you know, New Jersey and New York was on heavy ass lockdown. So when I got here and I saw that niggas was at the hookah bar, sharing hookahs, smoking hookahs, passing weed around, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Y'all do know it's COVID outside. Like, y'all do know the vid is still like out here. And bitches was like, bitch, the cure is in the motherfucking hookah. Nobody in Atlanta gave a fuck about COVID. I was the only motherfucker in the club with my mask on. Like, I was literally like in the club, like with my mask on, and people were looking at me like, damn, this girl is strange. Like, strange bitch. So anyway, I was like, well, I'll be strange, but bitch, a bitch ain't gonna die. A bitch not finna die. I know that a bitch ain't gonna die. During Black Women's Rihanna History Month, I could tell you that shit. So during Black Women History Month, so I meet this nigga and I meet him at the club and like we just start dating each other. Like we go on a couple dates, like, and with each date, the dates were getting nicer and nicer and nicer. And then I remember the last date that we had, it was probably like the fourth date. We went to STK and, you know, he would have this thing where like after we would go out, like he would try to get me like to come back to his place. I was like, no, I'm tired, gotta go home, whatever. And this last time it was him and like, I guess he had people in town and they were all gonna like, it was one of those nights where they were gonna be hopping from club to club to club. One thing about me, baby, during Black Women's Harriet Tubman Month, I do not hop from club to club, baby. I do not like that shit at all, okay? Take me out to dinner, take me out to the ball game, and after that, I'm going home. I'm not, if I do go to one club, I'm going to one club. The minute y'all talking about, okay, we gotta go to the next spot, baby, I'm not a next spot bitch. My Uber outside. I'm not doing it. Please let me know if you feel me on that. I'm just not that type of girl. We're gonna go to dinner, we're gonna go to one club, that's it. So make sure you make a good choice out of it. Cause bitch, I'm not gonna go to the next destination. That is not me during Black Women's Rihanna History Month. I'm not doing it. So anyway, so after the dinner, whatever, dinner was great. They like, oh, they about to go do this, that, and the third. I said, yeah, I'm going home. And he was on some, what? Why you not, what? You're not trying to, you are not trying to hang out with us? I was like, baby, the way he was already talking to me, I was like, okay, this nigga gonna give me a hard time to take me home. My Uber was outside. My Uber was outside of STK. Baby, you ain't gotta take me home, baby. You ain't gotta take me home. My Uber outside. My Uber took me to my crib. So after that date, I didn't hear from him for a minute. And, you know, he didn't reach out to me. I think I reached out to him once. It was kind of dry. So I was like, all right, cool. I'll move on. So I guess he reached out to me a little while later and we're going back and forth. And I was like, oh, you know, what's going on? Like, where have you, I haven't really heard from you. He was like, well, I just feel like you ain't showing me no love. And I'm like, what do you mean by that? And he was like, you ain't showing me no love. I'm like, I don't know what that means. I'm like, do you want to grab something to eat later? Whatever. We go out to eat. And he basically told me, he was like, yeah, like, I don't know what's going on. Like, you haven't invited me over. You haven't come over. I was just like, well, damn. Like, y'all not waiting to have sex with people no more? During Black Women's Rihanna Month, like, y'all not scared that bitches got the claps? Like, y'all not scared that, you know what I'm saying, bitches is walking around with Venus flytrap coochie, like, during Black Women's Harriet Tubman Month? Like, y'all not scared? Like, please bring back the fear of the 80s and the 90s. Please, we need that good old AIDS fear back. Because y'all are not scared. Y'all not scared of diseases anymore.
And mind you, guys, I forgot to say this in the video because I got distracted, but weeks later, I found out that this guy that was pressing me, like, to have sex was going around Atlanta eating doo-doo. Like, literally, he had sex with a friend of mine, and literally, this is a girl that he met. The night that he met her, they had sex, and he asked her to doo-doo in his mouth. Okay? So again, I really need niggas and bitches to have the fear of the 90s and the 80s again. Because there are all types of diseases out here. Not just HIV, obviously. I know I'm saying that in a humorous way, but it's a lot of diseases out here. And niggas is eating doo-doo, okay? Niggas is eating doo-doo, okay? But wanting you to suck they dick on the first night. No.
And that shit is crazy to me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Let me know if you feel me on that. And here's the thing. So going back to the discussion of what that guy said, here's the thing. Have I ever met somebody and had sex with them? I've had a one-night stand before. Yes, like, I've told the story about how I went to Turks and Caicos and had a one-night stand. Like, I've done that. But in the instances where I have done that, I wasn't looking for anything. Does that make sense? I didn't approach it like I was looking for anything. I approached it like, I'm horny, he horny, let's fuck, and that was it. I wasn't looking for anything. I've always felt like if you meet someone that you really, really like, you take your time and you get to know that person. Am I wrong for that? So then, in the same discussion, the girl who was at the table, my friend's homegirl, she was like, so you waited 3 weeks to, like, have a passionate, like, make out session? She was like, I don't know, like, for me, I'm sucking dick. Like, by the end of week 1, like, I'm sucking dick. And I was like, why are you sucking dick? And they were all like, cause she likes him. And I was like, damn, so because you like somebody, you just met them, because you like them, you're gonna just suck their dick right then and there? Like, we not scared of Venus flytrap penis? Like, y'all not scared of, You know what I'm saying? This man's Venus flytrap penis having sour milk come out of it. Like, y'all not scared of, like, oh my God. Like, please. Oh my God. We need the fear of the 90s and the 80s back. We really do. We really do. We really do. Because there's no way that y'all are that open. So that means every time you meet somebody, every time you start dating somebody and you feel sexually attracted to them, you have to suck their dick. You have to eat their pussy. You have to have sex with them immediately. I don't know if am I wrong here? And so as she was saying that, they were all agreeing, yeah, I'm sucking dick. I'm like, what? And then here go the nigga from Ghana. I can tell your mouth has not been abused. I can tell you don't like to suck dick. I can tell your mouth has not been abused yet. You need someone to abuse your mouth. During Black Women's Harriet Tubman History Month? Like, excuse me? Y'all, I don't know. So there was so much more that they said in this conversation, but those were the main things for me. And I was like, so basically they all told me that that's why I was having trouble in my dating life. And when I look at my dating life just completely from the time I was in high school to now, I've had three boyfriends, and I'm trying to think. My first real boyfriend, we waited a month before we had sex, like a little bit over a month, and we were together for 2.5 years. Now my second boyfriend, we were friends for a minute before we even started dating, so that was different. And then my last boyfriend, how long did we wait to have sex? It was a couple weeks. And we were together for almost a year. So, I don't know. I feel like in my life, when I have just immediately met somebody and fucked them, which has been like, I think twice. Yeah. Twice in my life. That's all I was looking for. I wasn't looking for, one was in Turks and Caicos. We wasn't gonna carry on a WhatsApp relationship, even though he tried his best child. He's like, oh yeah, I go come to New York, baby. You not coming to New York, baby. If you come to New York, you're not coming to New York to see my ass. Hey, listen. If I'm ever in Turks and Caicos, I'll hit your ass up again because the dick was exquisite, okay? But baby, we're not gonna carry on this WhatsApp relationship. We're not about to do that. Not during Black Women's Rihanna History Month, no sir. But the instances where I did end up in long-term relationships, I waited to get to know the person to have sex. I did not know. It's just, I don't know if it's crazy to me, but it's just like, it's just been mind-boggling to me now to see that this is what it is now, where men and women, you have women who are expecting to suck dick upon meeting you. They're gonna suck your dick because they like it. And then you have men that are expecting to have sex with you immediately, and if not, then they don't want you. And when I look back at that's the fap situation, I can kind of see that that's what it was. Because remember what I told you guys about the 48-year-old? Literally the first date we had, he told me he wanted to suck a fart out of my ass. He did. Like, he kind of told me where he was at. And I don't think I really saw it. Hindsight is always better. Now when I look back, I'm like, that's what it was. I didn't put out. I didn't put out quickly enough. But then again, though, how does that explain him not being able to get his dick to stand up? During Nat Turner History Month. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's something else. That motherfucker need a doctor for that shit. But I mean, tell me what you guys think. Do you guys feel that the guys were right? That there is a time limit on, you know, sleeping with a man. And if you don't sleep with a man quickly, and like this man said, like this brother said, within 5 days, I said, is it business days? He said, no, 5 days. Within 5, if I don't get the pussy within 5 days, baby, we're done. How do you guys agree with that? And do you feel that that's been you guys' experience in dating? Let me know. Drop down in the comments. Let me know. Like, share, subscribe, and I'm gonna take this makeup off, go to sleep, and get my week started. I'll talk to y'all soon.